Well, it seems like our setup is done. I just want you to remind you that we still have a donation incentive about a 2-player, 1-controller Land of the Living Dead for Rayman 3, and we still need 57 euros for that. So if you want to see that, please donate. But without further ado, I throw you to Nandi for Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc.
Dude, that's way too early.
This is gonna be awkward.
Dude, you have to do it way later. Like when the plans is like.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Hi. Welcome to Rayman 3, the game everybody was waiting for. I have to reset my console. Okay. So first of all, now you're gonna see the full screen. The most important thing of the game, or any percent in general, the language.
Language.
This is the
Look at all these undies. Let's do Italian. So I'm just gonna skip through the intro cutscene because we have to do a run here. Time starts when I press continue without saving. So I'll just show it off. Anyway. It's spaghetti for animal. Okay, so I'm ready. Can I get a countdown?
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Hello everyone, my name is Nandi, and next to me on the couch I have that Stando and Linky Link, aka Niels. And today we're gonna do any percent of Rayman 3. The most optimized and hardest speedrun I've ever seen. That's why I have these two. So first of all, you saw me pick Italian, and I just showed it off because in around 3 minutes of the run, there is a 10-second cutscene that we apparently can skip when we choose Italian. So yeah. Also, a quick mention. I don't know if host said it already, but 2-player 1-controller will stay open till the end of the run because it's gonna be an end showcase. So you can still donate for that. And yeah, let's just talk about the basics of the game. Because we don't understand Italian, so basically the story of this game is once upon a time there were lumps, harmony, love, peace. Oh, never mind, that's boring. But suddenly in the game, there are red lumps and there's one black lump, and the black lump turned all the red lumps into hoodlums. Now the world is in great danger. I don't have a manual, so I don't know the rest of the lines. Anyway, so we have to Ramon has to save the world. But first we need to get our hands, but we're just going to exit this level without our hands by manipulating all the physics in this game in existence. So I'm gonna give it over to you. Stanley, your first task, explain super jumps.
So what he's about to do in like about a minute or something, he's gonna do a super jump out of a mushroom, which stands for super jump, and which is gonna allow him to, well, make a super high jump. This is gonna be shown all throughout the game, and also lots of variations of the super jump, and you will be seeing lots of those. But now he is starting.
Also, most important optimization of the game,
the roll at the beginning.
Now it makes it easier that we can skip the dialogue, because we still have to go fast to skip the dialogue. There are from now on 3 ways to skip this, because we have a lot of variations, and the mushroom super jump is the fastest.
Yep. There's also a mid-air super jump at a wall, which I do, but it's not as optimized as the super jump.
So my memory to see if I can skip the cutscene is where I go under the bridge under 3 minutes. So that's decent.
Yeah, and if Murphy doesn't start talking, you know for sure that.
Focus time.
Okay.
There we go.
Easy first try.
So that's basically a rolling camera buffered super jump as long, but we have little short names for it. 317. Really good.
That's really good, yeah.
So a rolling super jump is basically you roll up an edge, press the snapshot mode in this game, what is that on D-pad right, and then hold Y and B to get high. Focus mode number 2. First try.
And that right there is really, really difficult.
So for a small explanation of that, that's a camera buffered super jump. It's basically what you saw at the first time, but for some reason, if we press the snapshot mode again, and 1 frame after the snapshot mode exits, and we start mashing the first person mode, what is placed on Y, we can extend it and get even more height. But the trickiest part with that super jump in particular is because there's a fixed camera mode, and we need to do it right before the fixed camera mode starts.
So he's gonna do another CBSJ,
Nice.
ECBSJ here. It's gonna allow him to skip pretty much the half of the level, and he's pretty much gonna do another ECBSJ here.
This is the hardest of the beginning of the game, so I hope to get this first try for sub 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Alexis proud. Damn.
That would have been.
Wow, marathon lock. Doesn't matter. 4 times the charm. Oh, that's also a thing. You can get stuck in ceilings. This shit. This game is really wonky. Still not. It's the exact pixel. Wow. This should be
Too far.
the thing is with this.
Yeah,
there we go.
nice,
There it
finally.
goes.
So basically, the thing with this game is that almost every trick is or angle perfect, angle precise, or frame perfect.
Yeah.
Especially camera buffers, because there are most of the time, well, not most of the time, there are what we think is frame perfect, but we haven't really timed it. But since we have found it out by Linky in 2013, we always thought it was frame perfect, so we just kept it on that to show off. So we basically skipped the whole story, and we're gonna skip it all because we don't know what's happening unless you're Italian. Is Camino here? We need Camino for translations. Doesn't matter, it's the same. Anyway, remember the black llama I told you all about? Yeah, this blue boy ate him. I don't know why. So now we have to save him. I don't know why. So to finish my speedrun.
Most important.
So what's coming up next? This is basically one of the lost cutscenes. We have a few minor ones, but these are one of the longest. And the next long cutscene is going to be in the middle of the run, so at around 35 minutes. So what we're having right now is a what's called a Funky Bird level or Tinsy Highway. And I don't know how they made these designs, but they look like they're an LFD. Anyway, so the point to optimize this, because this speedrun is really optimized, we are holding A here because Rayman can do tricks by pressing A, and for some reason Rayman goes a few frames further per jump. So we're trying to find a route with the least amount of gems and the most amount of jumps. So you see me jumping around a few gems as well, because at every end of the screen you get a star select, and every 25% of your screen completion you get a star. And every star loses 1 second of the result screen. So we can already kind of talk about CF1, because CF1 is has been changed a lot in the last couple of weeks, because I think 7 months ago a French runner, V-Frame, what is the world record holder in the emulator category for GameCube, found a way to he managed to skip the second cutscene in Cleary Forest. And I've been working on it around, and I found a minor setup what involves a sub-pixel slash frame perfect input with another frame perfect input after. So that's gonna be hell, and it only saves around 6-7 seconds.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, like I said, Clear Forest. I'm gonna go for most of the hardcore strats of this game, just to show off, because they are really the world record strat for this game is really interesting and really difficult. Also, I'm expecting one donation that says Nandy wins 106. But it's probably not gonna happen now that I said it.
Jinxing yourself.
There we go. This is basically the same effect as a normal camera buffered super jump, but now we're doing it on a piggy bank. And piggy banks have really weird physics because when you punch them before you walk off them to do a camera buffered jump, you can get hyped, and I don't know why. Niels, can you explain glide walking? Well, right after I tried this.
Sure.
Because now we have a little cutscene. This trick is also, by the way, called laser skip red can early. Because there are two ways to do laser skip. One with a glide walk, and give me a second. One with the red can where you kill an invincible hoodlum to sequence break, and one without. And red can early is faster because you get this cutscene later. So glide walking, go ahead.
So when you do a super jump, but time it when you press your A button, Rayman's hitbox becomes really weird, and you can basically glitch up walls. And we are gonna give you that a lot. Also coming up is a small time save, but he didn't get it. Well, there's a frame perfect jump. You can still get it.
1, 2.
Sad.
Rip 2 seconds.
Rip 2 seconds. Still gotta save the frames.
Now, probably it was because I had weird luck with the third hoodlum. Normally he's supposed to jump off the. Normally he's supposed to jump off the podium, but he didn't for some reason. Also, to show off. Hi Tex, hi yes sir, hi ESA shirt guy, hi Double, hi Dave, hi Martin, hi Niels, hi Stanley.
Hi.
And that was the waterfall.
Was a beautiful waterfall.
I'm gonna show off today. So basically, all the tricks we kind of explained, you're going to see a lot of variations of them in these runs.
Yeah, you have a lot like sideways and forward and backwards.
Strafeless.
Strafeless, easy BSGs, all sorts of stuff. It just depends on the position, on the location, pretty much.
You're probably thinking at home like, wow, you're doing it at so many cool places. Can I do this everywhere? Yeah, you can just do it off your couch right now. No, but no, it's actually not possible on every platform, and that's the weird part. That makes Rayman 3 really interesting because when we go for strat finders, so for example, Frozen Frog is a pretty big strat finder at the moment. You use the super jumps at your places and see what the outcomes are. Another glide walk.
Yeah, he clips into the walls to skip a sequence where he has to shoot rockets to open gates.
Wait, is there a rocket power up? I've never seen it. Oh. Maybe I should do glitchless.
Nah, this just sucks.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
No major glitches.
Also, Moonglide. I'm gonna explain that later during the Bog of Merg. Because that is actually one of the most weirdest tricks you will see in this game. Except for Codscape.
Yeah, Codscape is really
Also,
weird.
who wants to bet $5 on Codscape?
I'm a bet $10 on first try.
That's right.
Nice. What? I bet $5 as well on first try. Yes.
Nice.
This one isn't hard, it's just annoying.
If you have the setup right, it's really easy.
And now, MK skip. The first kind of mid-boss. And there are 3 ways. I'm gonna do the fastest as an attempt. Nice. Normally, this is a really annoying strat. Most of the beginner runners just do the backup because it's easier and more consistent. This one is just a little bit precise frame walking. Because frame walking is a weird thing in this game. Ah, not even sub 14, damn.
Yeah, probably because she lost so much time on FC.
Yeah. Nah, it was still an 8-minute time. Also, new setup for kills. There we go.
So satisfying.
So, me and Alexis kind of found out that double hits, as what you saw me doing right here, are faster than loading up a power fist. So you can just load power fist by holding B. So coming up next is the next Tinsy Highway. So where we went, that's basically a doctor's office, and the doctor's offices are pretty interesting because there are 3 doctors, 1 in the Clearly Forest, 1 in the Land of the Living Dead, and 1 in Desert of Karen. And they all have international stereotypes. So 1 is a German scientist, 1 is a American hippie, and 1 is a Japanese guru. And they're amazing. I love them so much.
Cutscenes.
Yeah, they indeed have
Sadly,
really
we
cool.
skipped them.
Yeah.
You're gonna see them in the longest shortcut, don't worry. For like 2 times. With also my favorite trick coming up there. With the best name ever. So, coming up next, that's just fun about Marathon Rayman 3 runs. We can basically use the Tinsy Highways to explain the further levels. Because coming up next, there is a new trick that you haven't seen yet. And it's actually one of the most, in my opinion, the most technical glitches. It's called a PCM, and the PCM stands for Playable Camera Mode. And Playable Camera Mode is basically you hold the snapshot mode after you exit this Tinsy Highway. And for some reason, when you enter the next level, it's still open. Or it opens. It's got found by Nidog a few years ago, and we're still using it today. It's a really interesting and fascinating trick to watch because I have a little question for my couch right now during the PCM.
It's also very interesting for the runner because it requires a lot of micromanaging of the menu.
Yeah, you're basically multitasking like a tape measure. Crack open a cold one. So,
do we have time for a quick donation?
if you have time, if we can do it after the next level.
Okay.
Because there's a really technical trick coming up. Also 2, to be honest.
But
1, 2, yay! Nice. Don't forget the pet ride.
But with the PCM, you're pretty much allowed, or like you can have a power up last infinitely, which he's gonna abuse and skip the whole level pretty much.
So basically, what Stanley said, it's because this screen overlays every menu during Overworld. So it just overscribes the timer for power-ups. Also, Niels, are you regretting your BSG annual decisions? Yes or no?
I'm not sure yet.
So let's keep it to a no. Stanley.
Sure.
See? Oh hell yeah.
See. Well, sleeping percent.
So with what Niels said about menu managing, I have to do this full movement while trying to keep the menu on no. And when I try to get Hive, I have to press A twice because otherwise I get in the wrong menu. Also, we're out of bounds. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah, and this is a really specific spot because he pretty much has to fly right there where he was. Because if he was a little lower or a little higher, he probably You can make it, I think.
I can soft lock, I can hard lock, or I have to restart.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, if you are ready for the donations, go ahead.
Sure. We got a €5 donation from Goeiekoel 909099
Hey!
saying, fingers crossed for marathon PB. Nandi, is this 106? And we got a €4.20 donation from Xanderje saying, Nandi, when is 106?
When you come back and I beat you in Mario Kart. Also, like I said, there are just really weird ways on doing camera buffered super jumps. Because the thing with the bridge I just did there, you saw me doing a bigger step, and it was on purpose because if you do frame walking, it doesn't work. Also, first instance of RNG. This Hoodlum can kill 2 vines, 1 vine, or 3 vines, and 3 vine only works on PAL.
Yep. But it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, if he kills 2, I go for a frame perfect, not kind of frame perfect jump. Also, this is the real first instance of Moonglide. If I get it at least. Hey, first try.
First try.
It seems like he would skip the whole level and would skip like, save like a whole lot of time. It saves like 6 seconds.
Chains. So the thing with that is basically a mid-air jump. So when you go, when you push yourself against a wall, press the camera mode and hold Y. By the way, this is really important. Can you hold A for me? Okay, applause for Lake. He just saved 2 seconds for me. There we go. Good job. You finally did a part of a Rayman speedrun. How do you feel?
I feel great.
No, that's a different game.
The Great Escape.
Yeah. Anyway, the thing with the Moonglide is that you try to neutral the joystick right before you buffer, and it's a really precise timing. And there are 3 types of Moonglides in the world record routes so far. Also, first hard lock instance, I can destroy the whole schedule by this trick.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm gonna try to clip between a staircase and a wall. That's the first one, and then I have to jump into an ending sequence, and if I fall out of bounds during that, I'm screwed. So, Natty setup. Yeet.
And no, hard lock.
That's one.
Nice.
So much clapping.
It's a hard run.
That's true. Also, everybody say hi to Miley Cyrus.
Hi, Miley Cyrus.
I'm Ramon. We need to get Miley Cyrus into Ramon too, the turn-based RPG. Ooh, good RNG. So basically, we now have an RNG sequence because this red can has multiple places where it can spawn. And we need to get good Razov cycles. Yes, this boss is called Razov, I forgot to mention. If he gets false cycles, then it should be good. But if I get a can in the middle, there's a chance where Razov goes so fast that his hitbox is just not there yet. And I like to call that a hyper reflux, because you just reflux Razov. I mean, excuse me. Okay, that was easy. I am the living dead. I'm gonna say already, this is a minor showcase of what you're going to see in 2P1C. But it has a few different strats and ways on doing things. And I'm gonna say, these tricks are already hard with one person.
Yeah, with 2 they're not easier at all.
0.1 second optimization.
Perfect.
Gotta save the frames.
Also, the next instance of moongliding. There we go.
Nice.
That was easy. And this is where I'm going to stand out instead of 2P1C. Normally we do this somewhere else, but this saves 3 seconds over that strat if I get it first try. So now the pick jump. Ooh. And I got the out of bounds trigger, so that's good.
More clapping.
Also, now that I said I'm gonna go for hardcore stress, that means I'm gonna also go for strafeless FPD. And Niels, this is your time. Go for it.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Critical Sid, and I'm gonna teach you how to Rayman. So, what he's gonna do, he's gonna do a first-person dive. Or gonna, yeah, he's gonna do. Ooh, that was really good. That was really good.
More clapping.
More clapping.
This is actually the first time ever that this trick got in use on a local marathon or at a on-site marathon. Because this trick is really difficult and it only saves 1.5 seconds. And my first audio cue is coming up, so Sans, can you maybe higher up my game audio a little bit? Yeah, good. If you did anything, at least. I can't get up it. There we go. Yeah.
Skip.
Pray for gay. Skip.
Skip.
Okay. Yes!
Nice.
This is going really well.
This is a read.
So what he pretty much did, he walked in a cutscene and he triggered the Hoodlum to notice him, which causes the Hoodlum to not close the gate, so he can just walk through the gate.
Remember that trick I showed you off? I'm actually so hyped I'm gonna do it right now.
Oh, you're gonna do that, right? Oh, that's cool.
I don't care anymore. Soft lock. Yeah!
So, that's
I call it
quick
the faster than Alexa strat.
It's, well, if you do it first try, of course.
Yeah.
But it's new and yeah, it's pretty much a new quick drop, which allows him to go out of bounds into a swimming mode, which makes him able to skip the whole level.
It's basically the same as an FPD without the diving.
Yeah.
You just clip into a weird part of that of that platform, and you can do that at so many places. And I found this 3 weeks before BSG, and yeah,
And it's also pretty difficult.
it's difficult, but done well, it's really consistent. Also, if I get a 26, 30 or lower, then this is a pretty good run. Because it looks really good so far. This is around 26, 20. 26, 22. I've played this game so much, I know my times. Wow. I need to know a new game.
Rayman Revolution.
No.
Yeah, when's Rayman Revolution?
Also, speaking of good games,
Rayman Revolution?
shut up.
Rayman 3 GBA.
Yes.
Do we have time for a couple of donations?
Yeah, sure.
We got a €5 donation from Mr. Brood saying a $5 for the incoming 106, another 5 if first try COD skip. Money towards 2-player, 1-controller, Land of the Living Dead. And we got another €5 donation from Starlight Sims saying good luck on the run. Always a great game to watch being speedrun. Also when it's world records.
I'm only 7 seconds off. That's the closest time I've ever been to a world record. So basically, speaking of world records, it's a big meme with me, BSG, and Rayman, and my whole stream actually. So, like, when I joined the community at the end of 2016, I got top 5 in the first 2 months of playing this game on PAL, and I'm currently playing on NTSC because of Hertz. Because NTSC games run on 60 Hertz and PAL on 50 for some reason. And it saves frames. And that makes super jumps easier for no reason. So the whole community is European except for Cleckham and we run on NTSC! Yay! That's basically me. But anyway. So, world record holder Alexis. We basically made the Alexa how to be Alexis freeway plan. Step 1, get a world record. Step 2, get a social life. Step 3, come back, get a world record again. Laugh at Nandy. Step 4, repeat. So basically every time I get close to the world record, Alexis comes around. Oh yo, I just got sub 8. Yeah, now I have to get it as well. And I recently got a 107. And now I'm actually 7 seconds off world record with a 20 seconds free time save at the last level. So it's gonna be really close. So maybe you're gonna hear me scream through microphones from the Crackers room because I have my capture card and everything. So I'm gonna do a lot of runs. But first, sleep.
We have time for another donation?
Yes.
We got a €1 donation from Marty saying, can I get a wee from the host? Let's get that 106.
Did I say re or we?
Wee!
Re. We need SB weed. Reset. He is somewhere in the venue. Heck. Also, anyway, the donation before that was from Starlight Sims. He was here last year, but unfortunately couldn't make it this year, so... Hi. When's Rayman free? Okay, anyway, you saw me practicing this right before the run started, but this is actually the most important skip when I run on different... Nice. Frame perfect intro. So there is a really weird trick. It what involves a 1 minute choppering in the dark with a visual cue. It's really annoying. And if I don't get it, I can or soft lock, hard lock, crash my Wii. That's also a thing. And or do the nut of shame, what it's called. So this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna take the second TV because that one is brighter.
So pretty much what he's doing right now is kind of hovering towards a sort of plant kind of thing. And usually what you would do is wait to a specific point and then drop, which if everything goes as it should go.
Like the thing
then,
is with every CRT / TV crops in a different way, so I need to get used to the cropping from certain TVs. So that's why I was practicing this right before the run started, and I filled it twice, so I'm actually kind of scared. It should be now. Not a
Too
shame.
early.
Not a shame.
I don't get it. I practiced it like 3 times, and now we have to do the nut of shame. Can I get some Bible thumbs and feels Raymans in the chat? What are those ghosts doing? That's not... They were having like a party. The party tent is outside, not in Desert of Ignorant. This is gonna lose a lot of time, so... Bros, I'm gonna make you sad. Rip 106. Booyah, Rip 106. Sanacha, fight me Mario Kart.
Yeah, this loses like 30 to 40 seconds.
Around that time.
Yeah, 105, still possible.
Oh,
Sure
yay, I fell down. Oh, whoa, I did stuff. Oh, never mind. Just an average day of a traveling Rayman free speedrunner.
Rayman, sono qui!
So, what was the camera's name again?
Gary.
Oh, Gary, come home.
Gary the Knaran.
It's Gary the Canaran. Please come home.
In the old day, he used to kill runs all the time, and that's why we gave him a name.
Gary, come.
We didn't really have a way to skip this part like we do now, so we had to use the platforms, but sometimes he jumps over the switch.
Also,
And then your world record is just gone.
basically, .k has been and still is to this day one of the most annoying parts of the speedrun because it's right in the middle and it has a few really precise tricks.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna try fineless. Nah, it's not that hard, but it saves a few times because walking speed is faster than climbing speed. So we have to walk as much as possible. Still got cutscene skip. Not cutscene skip, but still got cutscene movement. Oh damn.
So what he
I
tried
reacted
to
too late.
Yeah, what he tried to do is a really specific easy BSG.
We're still good.
Yeah.
Maybe rip 107. There we go.
Yeah,
This should be good.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Yeah, this is definitely good.
So now he's gonna jump at a specific spot to grab the ledge over there at the top, then climb to the top and attempt a dance skip, which is frame perfect if I'm right.
Ooh, that was fast. I still got
Nice.
This is not hard This is not hard at all.
No, it's actually.
It was like there was a time where we were normally it was a frame perfect jump, and I was actually looking for strats to make this kind of faster, and then Game Boy and Alexis came around and just like, yo, you can just walk past it and jump over it. I was like, what? Yeah, it loses 1 second, but you save one. Okay. And I did runs and got a PB. Also, the on accident Alexis comeback strat. Heck.
Rip.
Basically, we normally use the camera buffered mode, but you can also do it without, and it's kind of weird. So I'm gonna just do it with. It doesn't even work with. Heck. Maybe it was better that my estimate is 120 and not 115.
You're probably gonna get a 150.
I was actually really
regardless,
scared though. My goal was to get sub 10, but it's still possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Still very possible.
Like my marathon PB. Wow, that voice crack. Marathon PB is a 1:10:13, and that was done at the Mighty Ton.
Just gotta get good.
We still love you, Mighty. No worries.
Laggy cutscene?
Leggy cutscene. No.
Ah, rip.
Better reset.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
It's a bad run now.
Invalid run.
I'm gonna crack open a sugar one to ruin my sleep schedule.
Because we all got drinks.
This is the moment to reflect.
Best moment in the game coming up? Or best
No,
best
this is
cutscene?
basically what I like to call the moment to reflect, because there's a boss fight coming up, and this boss fight can or save or slash kill runs. So what's coming up is the reflux, also high reflux.
Rayman, sono qua!
Silenzio! Ho detto silenzio!
I love this sound.
Yeah.
Anyway, reflux. Hard boss fight, even harder cycle skip, and an even harder consistency.
È il mio campione!
Like, when you get used to it, it gets easy, but there are so many, like, the thing with this is like a Panico 2012 video, never press A.
Detto ciò, sono certo che il tuo amico
If I once press A, I screw up my setup,
darà fuoco.
so I'm not trying to.
E incominci!
So this is a no A challenge. Anyway, can one of you guys maybe try to explain Zero Cycle while I do it?
So pretty much he's trying to get what he just said, a zero cycle. He gets closer reflex to get as much punches in as he can.
Actually, and
That's good.
to interrupt, yes, neutral fists are faster than red can for people that have played this game.
Yeah.
This is a guaranteed
This
Zero
is
Cycle.
yeah. That's really good.
And it's still not done. Before people start clapping. That's
nice.
the Zero Cycle.
Because he could have screwed that up, and so he reflex would have gotten
We
into
can also
another.
make this even faster if we skip the next mid-cycle.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the first,
Nice.
that's the second mid cycle, and now there's one extra mid cycle or tornado cycle I can skip. And that's basically the official series. Yes.
Perfect fights.
Perfect fights.
Nice fight.
Ramon. Ramon for Smash. Some people say Bandana D, some people say whatever character from the weird Final Fantasy, I guess, but Ramon for Smash.
Glow
It
box
needs
for
to
Smash
happen,
as well.
Sakurai. Also, hardest skip in game. Right here. It's really short and fast and consistent, in my opinion.
Consistent.
Hey.
He's the only runner that gets it consistently and finds it consistently.
Actually,
Nice.
my trick is so consistent when I do it. The Hoodlum has its hitbox before I reach him, so he can actually punch me while I get to the exit.
Literally, almost no one gets that skip except him and Alex, I think.
No, not even Alexis.
Not even Alex.
That means I'm better.
Even though
still-
you have a worse PB.
I have a better beginning. My end game just sucks. Also, I'm gonna do the Alexis glide walk here. It's not really the Alexis glide walk, but it's a really tricky way to trigger our glide walks soon. Because normally you need to do it before the camera gets close to you. Oh, more to the right. I said more to the right. Right here. Damn it. Why? Why? Can you do what I said? Can you stop clipping? Can you stop clipping like I said? I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Why didn't I do that earlier? Anyway, so we need to do a glide walk before the camera gets close up to you, because this is a fixed camera, and mid-air glide walks only work in fixed cameras.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And now that he does a glide walk, which allows him to go up this wall, skip to go up these boxes, which allows him to sequence break and finish
And
the
also you
level.
can just walk through this boulder, because why not?
Yeah, because it's sequence broken.
We broke the sequence. Anyway, luckily Broads is on the tech, so we can learn him how to count. Broad, it's really easy. Listen up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. There we go. That's the Lost Doctor's office.
No, no, no! Niente mi farà muovere da qui!
And now we're finally going to see the doctors.
For the first time in the last... Oh, no, not the last time. Never mind.
We're gonna see him twice.
Yeah, right now, at the beginning of this world and at the...
So, the German scientists, it's all more seeing in the English language of the game. Our American hippie, and in the middle we have our Japanese guru. They just tell us Reflux and Andre made forces, and now they're trying to steal the scepter of the Laptus.
Sono carini quei guaritori!
What is the most powerful weapon in the world of Ramon?
Potrebbero almeno darci una mano. Roba da matti! Tutte le volte che c'è da salvare il mondo non c'è mai
Get a
nessuno!
little safer. Also, you maybe kinda took some time to check the screen where we're watching. Well, this kinda looks familiar.
Non siamo ancora arrivati! E i guaritori hanno il coraggio di chiamarla scorciatoia!
You know what? Let's just do the same trick. Why not?
Ho capito come apre la porta.
Oh, hey, it works.
Ma comunque...
It's literally
It's
the
literally
same...
the
yeah.
same trick.
Only this trick gives you a little less height, I think.
And now my favorite trick in the game. I like to call it the whoosh skirt. It's from a Vine. Yeah, when Vine was still alive.
Rotto di glutine,
So basically,
la
just
scorciatoia fa una
slide
nuova deviazione.
through a ceiling if you do this
Ho la
correctly.
sensazione che tocchi di nuovo a me.
Shout out to my good friend Daniel for helping me for a name.
Walkity, 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 walkity.
Damn, I want to do it.
Fuck. Walkity, schnack.
Whoosh. There you go. And now for some reason the wall we just clipped through is normally placed on this wall. Never mindy. We can just walk through it. And here are my good friends again. Don't know how they came through that. I'm gonna take another moment to reflect because otherwise my voice is gonna hurt and my fingers. So, RNG boat.
The most wonderful part of the run. Well, if you forget about cut skip.
When is RNG boat skip?
I don't know. Probably never. So, RNG boat. 3 minutes of mashing. Reshla, if you have anything to say, go ahead.
Of course, I can say a few things. Like I can talk about the bonus game that is actually coming up tomorrow at 6 p.m. We need like 325 euros to get that bonus run going on, and at the moment we are only at 4 euros. So if you want to see that Get Mario run, and I've heard it's amazing, you should really donate for it.
Oh boy, I love the OSC of that game.
Also, during BSG annual, any donation over 5 euros over the course of the event will make you eligible for one of 10 Action Hank Steam codes. Kindly donated to us by True Black Shark. Well, I haven't seen that one, but I've heard it was amazing. So if you want to play it yourself, please donate. I also want to have a quick word about our sponsor, ViewSonic, who supports the event with several monitors for the streaming area, as well as several practice monitors. Obviously with minimal latency for speed and accuracy. They simply understand gamers and want to show their support to continue BSG and to spread the love to gamers in Europe.
Thank you, Russia. So basically, because of the 3 minutes of mashing, I can just take more time to explain this later. But this is the RNG boat. The first 5 boats, 5 to 3 boats of this RNG boat spawn after each other. And after that, the rampage starts. The goal is to get for the first 3 to 5 boats to get none in the back, because they take the longest to kill. And when all the boats start to randomly spawn, I take 2 in the back, because then no boats in the back will spawn. And this RNG really sucks. The end RNG, it was great, but the beginning was kind of slow. So I'm just gonna mash away the last. Was there a boat? I think it was. So now we're gonna kill off the last boats, and then we're going to the summit beyond the clouds, the most peaceful place in this whole game. I'm also gonna try something funny if it works. Alexa showed me this.
You want to see the boat?
Ah, rip. So if you press the Y button at the same time this cutscene starts, the camera gets stuck on the boat.
You can just hold it, actually.
No.
I mean, you can do it in emulator.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same on console.
Now, if I do it on console, it just stops. The boat just stops.
Actually, also a fun fact about emulator: if you hold the camera and turn it upside down, Rayman, like everything turns upside down, which is also fun to see.
It's also possible on PC.
Yeah, really.
Also, Summit is just basically every trick you've seen in once. And door skip. Oh my, door skip. Door skip is probably the hardest glide walk in this game. The hardest moon glide is in this game, in my opinion. And yeah, and a really weird glide walk. 3, 2, 1, yes. Ooh, first try.
Nice.
I got all the moon glides first try, so that's pretty neat. So now the hardest click walk. It's not really hard, but the setup is just really annoying because it's just a lot of gliding and walking and clipping. That was fast.
That was really good.
And if you mess it up, you pretty much not per se soft lock, but if you have to restart, you can't do the
Where
flight
is the
walk
blue?
or the
There it is.
mid-air super jumps anymore.
You can just fly past this. Also, took a while, our first strafe was jump. So basically every super jump we do, we hold our R because it keeps our angle straight. But with strafers you don't, and it's really weird.
Nice.
Still not done.
Yeah, you could fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's the end of
nice.
Summit 2. Wow. That's good.
Now the best section, snowboard.
Best music.
Get the pixel.
Yeah, please get the picks.
It would be amazing
And
though.
before I'm just gonna try to get the pixel and I just get it.
Get the first
And I'll
right.
give my controller to you and I'll run away. Grab my stuff. And go to bed.
Sure.
Yo, it's a good estimate for you. It's right under your PB.
Yeah, but I don't run on console, and I'm not used to the GameCube controller. Well, except for the two-player one controller, which is also an incentive for this run, which is really cool to see. So,
So now we're basically just trying to make a kind of optimized route. Optimizing levels like these is really hard, but we're still trying because we're trying to make this the most optimized speedrun in existence. For 3D games at least. We're trying to even pass Monkey Ball. That is hard. So anyway, coming up next is the Hoodlum headquarters. Basically, the Hoodlum headquarters has the same kind of factor as Summit Beyond the Clouds 2, but now it's longer and more annoying. Especially Hoodlum headquarters 1, 2, and 3. And 6.
there is no Hoodlum for 6. If you're talking about the tower, that's HSQ5.
Ah, I'm stupid.
You were talking about the tower?
Yeah, I was talking about the escape
HSQ5.
sequence. Yeah, oh yeah, why am I saying HSQ 6 when it's literally called HSQ 5 skip?
Yeah. Good runner doesn't even know which level is which.
Oh, you can't get the pixel.
Maybe I even got
See,
it.
he almost got it by the way.
I mean, it's a bad run now. He didn't get the pixel.
It's not even that bad, TBH.
Please reset.
So, nuts on Marathon, Dave. So, Hoodlum headquarters 1. I'm gonna do this cameraless because it gives a better visual cue. This is the perfect visual cue I was looking for. So now we're just gonna glide through a dark space of nothing. Checking that the brightness of the stream layout actually have the perfect angle without even noticing. Now we go to the left. And we are soft locking. Yay! Actually, my first soft locking marathon ever.
Can't you do a menu breakout?
No, because it's the first level of a world. You got menu breakout of a first level of any world.
Okay.
Would be funny though. They accidentally skip it.
Andrea è di là, ne sono certo. Una buona madre sa sempre cosa combina il suo bambino.
Buongiorno. State entrando nel quartier generale di Black Loop.
Should be better.
Temperature
I think so, at least.
meno 52.
Yeah, this is way higher. This is good.
37,2.
So this is called Hoodlum Headquarters 1, Quick Hoodlum Headquarters 1. There's also a other strat, but this is a few times faster. You saw me doing a wacky jump there because that kind of wackiness of that jump makes me fall down faster. And only super jumps work when you fall down. Also, the most sexiest name of a skip in this game, my lady skip. First try HHQ, my lady skip.
First try every time.
And pink strats. Yeah, I'm gonna do pink strats. I could try strafers, but nah. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do it. I can turn it into pink strats. I'll explain why it's called pink strats often. It's basically found by a guy, or yeah, kinda concepted by a guy called Pink and Orange and Gold.
Siete entrati nella fonderia, il posto più caldo di Black.
Oh, out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds.
Nice.
Nice.
That's basically RNG. That is basically RNG.
That's what quite laggy. Doesn't usually look like that, right?
You're normally not really allowed to do this.
A causa dell'estrema
I can't
suscettibilità del
figure out why, because we're out of bounds.
preghiamo di non bere in sua presenza.
So this is gonna make the chance on the 109/108 still possible. Only because of this trick. Because this trick saves 25 seconds. Like, I can just say how much Pink save, but then I had to need like a Rayman rulebook. Because if you want to compare this route to, for example, no major glitches, then I can stay there the whole day and take over the night shift. Because that's gonna take me the whole day to explain. I can recommend watching Critical State's Rayman 3 videos. Nice. I'm also currently working on a tutorial for this game, so I kind of paused because of BSG Animal and other stuff, but if it's completed, it will be posted in Rayman Discord, so if you want to join the Rayman Discord, speedrun.com/forum/Rayman3.
Or on any Rayman game.
Ah, heck, RIP 109. Yeet. Italian voice acting.
It's beautiful.
It's delicious. Sorry for the lag from outside for this level, it's pretty difficult for good movements. And I'm gonna die.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
The reason why I died here is because I forgot to extend my strafeless jump. And when you go up, you hit a certain trigger that just says the lava is up here now. And the platforms disappear and you're screwed. But now I have a second chance. I'm doing H5. There we go.
Nice.
Upwards momentum. Downwards momentum. So there are three scenarios that can happen with this trick. You can get or upwards momentum, downwards momentum, or a splash. And a splash is just where Rayman falls down and he gets damage. I want to get a 109 so bad. really close to soft blocking. Yes, you can soft block in super jumps. It's a thing. Don't ask me why.
It's complicated.
If there's anything I don't know, ask Frozen Frog. Shout out to Frozen Frog. He's a good guy. Follow him on SoundCloud. He makes perfect mixtapes. Anyway, lost level. Where the magic happens. Once more.
Also to be considered one of the most difficult things in the run.
Nope.
By most. I mean.
By most.
Nobody. Nice.
I'm actually standing on an invincible platform, so I'm timing everything correctly. But for newcomers, not really newcomers, this is probably considered one of the hardest parts because of the longness of IPG what is coming up. And in this skip, because it's almost impossible on PAL. It's really hard on PAL. Also, I'm gonna ask some quiet because I need a small audio cue. Volume doesn't have to be changed. No worries. There we go. So the trigger when I can see this audio cue is where the screen flashes your rat. So now I'm actually stuck in the cutscene, but I still have movement control, what gives the same effect as PCM what happened in the bottom mode.
But the only thing now is that you don't have an annoying menu to deal with.
And yeah, but instead of that I have this rule. There we go. And now there we go.
Easy first try.
Nice.
Nah, third try. So kind of the rule as well.
Nah, I just count the
So basically what we now have to do is just chop her up and just enjoy the view. If you have 5 seconds to wait. This is probably where they stole Dark Matter camo from in Black Ops 3. It's so cool. Also, what you see up there, when you do this trick for the first time, don't go to the gems. Just go upward. I did it on my first run, and I got stuck. That's the trigger I needed. Also, last chance to bet money on Call of Duty Skip. So if you really want to torture me and get me one last pizza.
I mean, it's easy, right? As you say.
Yeah, with the Zelda fan setup.
Yeah, actually with a newfound kind of setup, it's it became a lot more consistent.
Basically, it was like mouth-to-mouth communication because Zelda showed it to me, I showed it to Huyakul, Huyakul showed it to Stanley, Stanley showed it to...
No,
wait.
V-Frame showed me his...
Oh, I forgot one line. Zelda showed it to me, I showed it to Alexis, Alexis showed it to V-Frame, V-Frame showed it to you, I showed it to you at Neil's place.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was it. Invincible flames. By the way, this looks pretty scary. Let's go back. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently you can, if you open the door, the trigger gets hit. So now we're in Call of Duty.
The most fun part of the run.
We can shoot people. Also, Rushla, if you have any donations, you can read real quick.
Of course, we got 2 donations. We got an anonymous €2 donation saying, "Good luck with the rest of the marathon." And we also got a €2 donation from Kamito saying, "Good morning, Nandi. Kinda overslept, but I arrived in time to see the ending part. Greetings from behind the couch."
I don't see you. I only see I don't see faces. Oh, there he is. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna explain it after.
Il tuo loft è strepitoso. Forse ci manca solo una
Imagine
finestra.
the nerfs.
Sta
Rip.
invocando il possente tempo.
Rip money.
Dimmi
Rip
che non è
pizzas.
vero.
Rip.
Ah.
Third try.
I hate this trick. The new setup is weird. Like, it's consistent, but... There we go.
Nice.
Fourth try is the longest. And now to explain real quick. Basically what you do is you go up the ceiling where the water is, you press down, but we kind of found out you can also let go of A and repress it to make the clipping a lot easier. So now we do that.
Yeah, you pretty much go, when you're at the ceiling, you go down and immediately up, and with pressing A, it makes it way more consistent.
Final boss.
The
There are
longest fight.
basically 8 minutes left of the game now.
Yeah, you're a good pace.
112.
Come soy grande e forte.
That's it. That's it. The 112.
Con l'energia.
This is not Streets and not GoldenEye as well, so... Still, 112 is a good time. So... I'm basically gonna do some counting again. I'm going for a 1, 2, 3 cycle, as I like to call it. First cycle, first phase, one cycle, second phase, 2 cycle, third phase, just do it. And fourth phase, 4th cycle. Okay. Now we're just gonna bump into him, because I like to get up and close. Like the fan fictions, Dave's sister drew.
Rip.
2 cycles.
Rip
still good.
1 cycle. Could still be a 2
reset.
cycle. Reset couple.
I don't have the save files, I'm kind of bored. Also, I gave myself... Give me a sec. Okay. So, for the second phase, I made myself a new technique to save energy for my right hand, because in the fourth phase, I'm gonna do a lot of meshing again. So it's basically the technique. It's kind of weird. It's the Dutch. It's like the Dutch word. It's basically called handjeklap. It's just a kid's word for high five. I just basically bring my left index finger and thumb to where I mash A and B, and because I'm left-handed, the mashing is also a lot faster, what makes this 2 cycle a lot more consistent.
That's easy to cycle.
I had to go a bit more to the step shoot.
Yeah, you were a bit far off.
Yeah, I kinda switched too early.
But it's still a good damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot, damn.
Hi, Nandy from BSG here with IRL timeout. It only happens in the practice rooms. On me. I love this team. You should come over. Viewers should come over more.
Attento centro! Rayman, non devi neanche toccarlo!
Easy
Yes.
2 cycle.
That's what I mean with the mashing. Also,
Now the easiest phase, which is just us uppering to the top.
but it can happen so many things.
Yeah.
Let's hope the can spawn.
The can spawns, I can die in the middle of the cutscene, the platforms can disappear.
Duplicate Rayman at the end.
That's what I meant.
Oh,
So basically there's a 1 in whatever chance when you press B 2 frames after you press A, when you grab the rocket power up, you can spawn a second Rayman, and if that second Rayman dies, you die as well. Because what? Okay, the hitbox are still there.
Okay.
Nice meme. Don't shoot.
Nah, he should be fine if he shoots.
There we go, that's the third phase. Nice, and Rayman. Also, this is the only place where I see the taunting ability. Yeah, at Desert of the Canaran 6, after the mid-boss, you got a taunting ability. You're only gonna see it twice, to correct myself. Basically, we kill the final boss with it. It's a great game. That's probably because why it's PGE. PGE for irritating voice acting. So, can one of you guys maybe explain this fight?
Sure. It's basically him just mashing to get the shield down, which he's doing a good job of. Pretty much twice the shield goes down, you can damage him. He goes into a phase where he spawns a whole lot of Hoodlums, which he needs to kill because those regenerate his health. And optimally, he can get a 3 cycle. Yeah, a 3 cycle or a 2 bomb cycle, it just depends what you want to call it.
RIP sub 10 F.
And also, for some reason, during the COD sections, you could just hold the button to...
No, that's not in this one.
Auto fire, and for some reason that isn't a thing anymore during the final boss. So it's just mashing.
It's probably because to make it harder. Also, left side RNG, I'm really happy with this.
That's some good RNG.
The placements for all these Hoodlums are RNG based.
So he's now killing the Hoodlums because for some weird reason, when this guy gets hit...
Did you see the false mine?
Yeah. He just throws a lot of Hoodlums out of him, which are his HP, and then he makes them walk back into him.
Okay, what are you
but we
saying?
can't kill them. So if he does this correctly...
Oh, damn. Oh, doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. I can go back for these 2.
That one.
Only that guy needs to go fast. Doesn't matter.
It all depends on the next bombing cycle.
If I do really good, I can get some revenge from Animal. 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 37 time. Remember, Tex? 1337. We're gonna try it again. Should be possible if I do really well. Anyway, you can mash A and B here. It doesn't even really matter.
He had to wait because he needed to wait.
Yeah, he's turning around.
Yeah, turning around. So it's all kind of dependent on this bombing phase. The last one was important too, but this one just makes all the difference.
This is the most important phase. If I do this one good, then I can get the goal time I wanted. Or at least gonna strive for it. That's good, it's good.
The groups are not great.
No, the RNG for the spheres is bad.
Yeah,
it's really
lots of them.
Oh, no. I need to kill this one.
And that one. And then you're safe.
That was good. Got it.
Yeah, that's it. 2 or 3 cycles, depending.
I'm gonna focus on this one. Time is coming up when I taunt Andre.
Which will happen after a little cutscene.
And after this last killing.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna happen if I do this fast. Okay,
Nice.
yeah.
GG.
Oh god.
This is gonna be close. Okay, time is coming up. I'm gonna just wait. No, this is gonna be perfect. Yes, this is gonna be perfect.
Gotta be.
No. And time.
Cheater.
No, you.
May I ask why?
Yeah, I accidentally pressed Y instead of X. I'm sorry. So, we saved the world. Rayman 4 never happened. The end. Goodbye. No. Yeah, it was a pretty good run. Time was amazing. I'm gonna give a few shout outs to some people. Like I said, Frozen Frog for being a good strat finder and a good friend. Alexis for being a fox. Pody, good friend in the community. The guys on the couch, the guys behind me. Especially Martin. You're just behind camera, feels bad, man. Rig for being a pang. And my ears for not bleeding. Anyway, I don't have anything to show anymore because sadly 2P1C hasn't been met. So this is gonna be me for speedruns, but I'll be back tomorrow or the day after with hosting shifts and co-commentating. So after this is Rayman M, if we are right on schedule. Yeah, so Rayman M is gonna happen. Then I'll see you on the couch with Rayman M.
Well, thank you, Nandi, for that amazing Rayman 3 run. Unfortunately, not 106, but 130, 37 is still a good time. Next up, we get Rayman M by Wizboy. And in the meantime, we are going to play some ads, so please stay tuned.